Christine G, and we're going to be going over this problem to determine the critical values. So here we have this right-tailed test, and we have a significance level of 0.05 with 10 degrees of freedom. So I'm going to go into StatCrunch, and once in here, I'm going to click on Stat Calculator and T Calculator. So now it tells us that we have the 0.05 alpha level and 10 degrees of freedom. So put 0.05, and we already got the 10 degrees of freedom, so let's go ahead and compute that. So then we come up with, and it is a right-tailed test, so we got to change this over. And let's see, 0.05. Okay, so this is a positive value, which makes sense, and then 5% of the data is here, or 0.05. And so we put in this value. Let me scoot this off to the right. And it says round to 3 decimal places. So it's going to be a positive value since it's a right-tailed test. And then let's see, 1.812. Okay, that looks good. Now, this question's slightly different because they're giving you the sample size, not the degrees of freedom. So you're going to have to subtract 1 to get the degrees of freedom. And so let's go ahead and we will use alpha level of 0.10, and it's a left-tailed test. So let's go ahead and make sure we've got the left tail, and our alpha level is 0.10. And then we have to put in our degrees of freedom, so we subtract 1 from the sample, so it would be 14. And then we get the negative 1.345. Okay, that looks good. And then this last one, it is a two-tailed test. And what I do for the two-tailed test is I divide the alpha level by 2 to split it up. And then we have, again, a sample size, so we subtract 1 from the 19. And I just do it. So 19 minus 1 is 18 degrees of freedom. And then the alpha level is 0.01. So half of that would be 0.005. And then that will give me one of the tails. And then the other tail would also be up here. So 2 tails, one would be negative and one would be positive. So let's go ahead and put that in. We get this double sign right here, the positive and negative sign, and then it is 2.878. All right, I hope this was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. Email me anytime. Thanks so much. Have a